Hello Data Explorers, welcome to today's Power BI session, CSV File Magic. In this exciting journey, we will learn how to bring data into Power BI and make it more useful using a CSV file. Get ready to see some cool data tricks. Now watch closely as we upload a CSV file into Power BI. It's like magic. We will prepare the data so it is ready for us to explore and learn from. And to upload the data, we need to go on Get Data tab inside the Home tab. So let's go on here and click on this arrow icon. And we will be selecting the text/CSV option as we are going to use CSV file for our demo. So click on it. And here I am having my CSV file ready with me. I will click on this and select on open. And now you can see that there will be a preview box available where it will be showcasing me the data available inside that CSV file. And on top of it, you can see that there are three details coming up. One is the file origin, second is the delimiter, and third is the data type detection. So all the values that you are seeing here in the drop down are coming upon based on the analysis done by Power BI. So this data is being separated with the help of commas. So it is using delimiter and showing us comma. And in data type detection, it is telling us that it has given the data types to each and every column based on the initial 200 rows. It's not that if Power BI has given us the data type, we cannot modify it. Definitely we can. But yes, this is something good about Power BI, that it helps us to identify by analyzing the data and giving us the data type accordingly. So right now I can see that the data that is being populated in this table is not actually looking good. There are some stuffs that need to be fixed before we move and start using this data. So right now on right corner, you can see that there are two buttons. One says load and another says transform data. If I don't want to make any changes inside this data, then definitely I can go ahead and click on load button. But since we want to make some changes to this data, so we will click on transform data. But before we move there, it's not that I cannot click on load button. I can click it right now also, and even if I want to transform data, I can do that. But right now we will do it from here only, and later on I'll explain you, if we have loaded the data, what is the way we can transform data after loading the data also. So let's click on the transform data. And now you can see that a new tool is open, which is Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor is a tool inside a tool. So here we can modify our data based on our requirements, based on our understanding, and based on the best way we want to present it inside our dashboard, reports, or charts, or wherever we are going to utilize this data. So now let's take a closer look to the data. So first thing that we are going to do in this section will be removing the unwanted rows. Sometimes we have extra stuff in our data. We will perform some magic to remove any unnecessary part, leaving only what we need for a better insight. So, first of all, we can see that the row 1 and row 2 is actually not showcasing any record to us. So, it means it is something which is not really needed. So, we need to remove this. How we can remove this? For that, we need to go on Home tab, and there we can see there is a section Reduce Rows. And here you can see two options. One is Keep Rows and another is Remove Rows. If we have small number of rows we want to keep, or there is some particular filter condition to keep the rows, then we can go ahead with the keep rows option. But right now we just want to remove the initial two rows. So for that, what we can do is we can click on remove rows, and then since this is on the top, so we will select remove top row. Although we have multiple options also available here, like removing bottom row, removing alternate rows, duplicates, blank rows, or any error too. But right now we will be going and selecting remove top rows. Now Here it will be asking or to specify how many rows we want to remove from the top. So 1 and 2. These are the two rows that we are planning to remove. So let's go ahead and type 2 and click on OK. And now you can see that the two unwanted rows that were already available here are no longer present in this table, which means we are free from that row. Now the second thing that is coming up in my mind is the column title that is visible here. So here we can see the column is coming as column 1, column 2, column 3. So by getting this name as column 1, column 2, column 3, it's hard for us to understand like what kind of data is available in column 1 or 2 and so on. So definitely this is not the correct name for it. Now let's move to the row number 1, and here we can see it is showing something like order ID, product ID, column 3, store ID, store date. So this is making some relevant information for us. This looks to be a correct header for our table. So now what we need to do is we need to make our first row as a header. How we can do that? For that we need to go on the home tab again, and from there we have to select on use first row as header option. So either we can click on this directly or we can click on this drop down and see that there are two options. One is use first row as header and second says use header as first row. So we can swap between. So right now what we want is we want to use first row as header. So click on it, and now we can see that the first row is header. But again, we can see that there are certain blank rows available here, like the row number 1, row number 6, row number 10, and we are not sure like how many rows are like this, and we want to remove this blank rows out of our table. So what we can do again is we can go and click on remove rows again, and we can select remove blank rows. So in this way, there is no longer any blank data available with us. Now, after removal of blank data, unwanted rows, and setting up the header, next thing what we can do here is we can apply the filters based on our requirement. So where we can apply the filter here, okay. So here you can see row number 2 and 3. It is showcasing us not applicable value. If this entire row is having no data, like not applicable, then I don't think we really need to have this data in place, because this row is not giving us any data, and yes, we can see that there is no data into it. It is all showing not applicable. So what we will be applying as a filter over here is we will go on the order ID, click on this arrow, and now we will say that we don't want to see all data. We only want to see the data which is not applicable. So unclick NA and click OK. And now we have filtered out the data. Correct? Now, next thing what we can do. So it's not that we can only remove the unwanted rows, but likewise we can remove unwanted rows, we can remove the unwanted columns too. So here you can see that the column number 3 is actually not something needed here, because first of all it's not having a relevant name, and second thing is if we go ahead and check the type of data available here, we can see that it is showing blank values, not applicable, null. But here there is a warning, list may be incomplete. So before making any changes, let's check what are the other data available. So yes, now we are sure that it is having blank, not applicable, and null values only. So click on OK, and it means we don't need this column. So we can remove this column from Home tab, Manage Column section, and Remove Column. So I will click on this and will remove column. So now the column number 3 is removed. Now, next what we can do. So I can see that all the titles are coming with underscore ID, and also the initial of these column titles are not also capital. So I want to keep some standardization and I want to rename them. So what I can do is I can double click on it, on this name, and I can change it order ID. Similarly, we can change all the other column titles too. After changing the column title, is there anything else also that we can try right now? Yes, definitely we can. It is like we can check the format of each and every data if we are fine with it. So after this, we can do the format change also. So here if I take a look, then order ID is having a text format, right? And I want to have it as a whole number. So I can do that too. So you can see 1 2 3, now it is coming as a whole number, and this is fine also, right? Similarly, if I want to change the data type of any other column, like there is a date column over here, order date, and I want to change it as a date, I can do that too. So now it is in a calendar format and it is coming as a date form. And now suppose I am having a column with me which is giving me a good information into it, but it is more like I don't want to get all of that with me. I just want to have a specific part out of it. So how can I do that? So in that case, what I can do is I can split that column into the number of columns that I want, and accordingly I can use it. So for that, let's take an example and understand it with a demo. So here we can see the sales column, right? So here in sales column, you can see that it is showing me 0 sales, 5 sales, 5, 0, 1, and so on. So it is giving me some numbers, and with that it is repeating sales. Although the column is telling that it is showing the sales data. So what I want is I want to get the numbers only and not the sales value. So in this case, what I can do is I can split this data into 2 columns and I can easily get my numbers only. So I'll click on this, a right click, and here you can see I am getting an option of split column. So I want to split column by a delimiter. So I'll click by delimiter. And it has auto detected the delimiter, which is space. So it is giving me each occurrence of delimiter. And yes, in my case, I am actually looking for this only. Whereas we have other options too, like leftmost delimiter, rightmost delimiter. But in my case, since I am looking for this one only, so I won't be making any changes to it. Now, I don't want to make any other changes. So it is like quoting the character which I want to separate. So I will click on OK without making any further changes. And now you can see that I am having 2 different columns. Sale 1 and sales 2. So it is having 0, 0, 0, 5, 5, 5, 0, 1. So it is giving me the numbers. And in sales 2 column, it's giving me sales. But it is not now needed for me. So I will go ahead and remove this column too. Yes, so now let me remove. Cool. So now we are ready with this data. So now we have explored multiple things over here, like how we can change the data type, splitting up the columns, removing any unwanted rows or column, filtering out the data, changing of formats of the data. So all these things we have seen here. But this is not the limit. It's not like we can only make up to these changes. We can make many more changes, and for that we have to connect back tomorrow to know and to explore more with the Power Query Editor. So please stay connected and keep learning. And here we have seen that with CSV file, Magic and Power BI, we can be a data explorer too. Keep practicing and exploring, and you will become a data pro. Stay curious and keep learning. If you really enjoyed this magical session, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more data adventure. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a magical data journey. Leave your comments and questions below, and I will be delighted to help. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, keep exploring data magic in your work. Thank you.